Hey, good evening, guys. It's Troy with Blackheart Tactical here. Tonight, I just wanted to take a few minutes and discuss something that it always kind of sits unwell with me when I watch these tactical YouTubers. Um, One of the things that you know you see pushed or you get inundated with is this carry is the best carry, or that carry is the best carry. Appendix carry is the only way to carry, and if you carry anything else, then you're stupid. I just want to say, you know, I carried weapons when because that was my job. I carried backup weapons because that was my job. I lived in the city that I policed, so I could have arrested somebody, and then a couple of weeks later, they see me out in the grocery store with my family. So real world carrying, knowing that there's potential threat everywhere, instead of being an everyday citizen carrying because it's my right. There's a huge difference. You've got guys out there in YouTube land that they're top tier military. They've been on teams. They've been deployed numerous times. Whether they were in JSOC or whether they were just regular active duty military. Guys with real world tactical experience can vouch that there's more than one way to skin a cat. What you gotta do is not listen to everybody. Drown out what they're saying. I'm a huge FN fanboy. I love my SCAR. I've got a SCAR 17S. I've got an FNS9 compact. I love FN, and I truly believe they are one of the better firearm manufacturers out there. But I also like Glock. I also like SIG. There's not one weapon that stands head and shoulders above the rest as the ultimate top tier concealed carry weapon. The Glock 19, yes, it's probably the king. Probably will remain king just because of the aftermarket support that it has with, replaceable, heck, you can get a 9mm Glock and get a caliber, conversion kit, or I'm sorry, I might have that confused. You can get a 40 cal Glock and get a caliber conversion kit to a 9mm, and it might be the other way around. I don't know. You've got companies out of the woodwork that have trigger improvement kits, complete drop-in trigger systems. You can tweak the trigger springs, the striker springs. You can tweak anything you want to tweak on a Glock 19. But it's only as good as the user that's using it. And if you're not comfortable with it, then it's probably not the right weapon for you, even though it's a Glock 19. I've got a Glock 19 and I love it. I shoot it all the time. I carry it whenever I can. But it's not my primary everyday carry. I've had some surgeries over the last couple of years. I've put on some weight. I've got a little gut hanging out. I got the dad bod going on. I've got 3 little boys and another on the way. So, I'm not Mr. Chiseled Greek physique. I'm your average everyday guy right now. And I'll tell you, appendix carrying a Glock 19 for me, not comfortable. I can carry my Glock 42 pretty comfortable appendix. I can carry my SIG 938 appendix pretty comfortable. But then you also have to look at, what are you wearing? What are you doing? Are you going to be, out? I don't know. Let's think of something here. You going to Lowe's to pick up a bunch of lumber to build something? You're going to be bending over picking stuff up? Because if you're going to be bending over picking stuff up, how's that appendix carry going to feel? So you got to think. You got to think for yourself. You can't let me, you can't let the next guy, you can't let, the guy beside him tell you what's right for you. I have people all the time that ask me, "Hey Troy, what do you recommend I get for a concealed carry weapon?" And I tell them, "Tell me about you. What, you know, what's your everyday life like? What are you going to be doing? Do you have any physical restraints that are going to prevent you from racking a slide?" I mean, there's a million questions that would go into what weapon is best, because what's good for me isn't going to be good for you, isn't going to be good for them. So what I tell people is, if you want my honest opinion, I can tell you, some of the weapons that I like, some of the weapons that I carry, because I don't have just one, I have options. What I would also recommend is you go to a gun range, you go to a gun store, go somewhere that'll let you, rent one of their weapons for a couple of bucks, $5-10, see if you like it. Because just because I like the Glock 19 or the FNS 9 compact doesn't mean that, my wife, who's on a good day, 4'11", doesn't mean she, with her small dainty hands, is gonna like the feel of that, that what I would consider a compact weapon. So it's gonna take trial and error. It's gonna take some thought. It's gonna take some hands-on, actually going out, putting hands on a weapon, manipulate the slide, manipulate the magazine release. Go through a failure drill, go through a tap rack and reassess. See if it feels good in your hand. Before I started shooting Glocks, I had an M&P, and anybody who shot an M&P knows the ergonomics on that thing are, they're tough to argue that they're really comfortable guns. And the grip angle on the Glock threw me off the very first time I shot one. I got stuck at a tactical training, and we were using simunition guns, and I don't know the reason, but the department I was working for at the time didn't send an M&P simunition gun with me, so I had to use the cadre of the training. I had to use one of their spare Glock simunition guns, and I entered the room as a point man, and I dug the corner, came around, I assessed my target, and I shot a 3-shot shot group. And man, was it a pretty shot group on the wall about 6 inches above the guy's head. So if you're not used to the Glock's grip angle, it's going to throw you off the very first time you shoot it. And that's something I would urge you to do, is if you have the availability to go and rent or borrow a friend's gun before you dive into a $500, $600, $700 purchase, do it. Because I don't want you to buy a gun because that guy told you the Glock 19 or the FNS 9 compact or the SIG P320 is going to be the best gun in the world for you. All great guns, but what is right for you is up to you to figure out. I'm gonna get off my soapbox now. You guys stay vigilant, stay safe. Check out the website, www.blackhearttactical.net. The shop is now live. We have some swag, got some t-shirts, got some hats, got some stickers. We've got our pre-order going on for the Lambda holsters. We have the base, which is just black, and you can pick between a foamy clip or a standard metal belt clip. And then we have customs. Right now we've got 9 or 10 colors, but that's not going to stop you from, hey, Troy, I saw this multicam Kydex that I want. I can get my hands on whatever you guys need. Just in the order section, when you go to the custom, it has an other selection under color, and then there's a customized text box where you can tell me, I want black multicam, I want Arid multicam. I want this. I want Cryptek Yeti. So you guys take some time, play with the website. Tell me what you think. Feedback's great. If I don't know it's not broke, I can't fix it. And of course, everybody's biased to their own thing. I built the website from the ground up, so I'm gonna be on it going like, oh man, yeah, my website's the crap. But then my wife will get on it, she's like, hey, you misspelled this, or hey, this is okay, but you know, maybe if you put if you switched the color for the draw hand or what, you know. So you guys check it out, get a pre-order in. We're gonna start cranking these holsters out this week. We're about 2-week lead time right now, so get on top of it. You guys stay safe, stay vigilant. See you next time.